All right, chat. Here is a segment called Crusty Game Promo Tapes, I guess. And I made that logo. I'm very proud of myself. Now, what we have here are a number of tapes that I haven't shown on stream. And some of these are very poorly acted and have skits and weird dialogue and all that fun stuff. So we're going to start with the Funcoland training video, and I have a little bonus that I think you'll enjoy after you see this. Oh, hang on one second. We're just going to get this pulled up. For those that don't know, Funcoland was a video game store back when I was a wee boy. I know this music. It's Castlevania on the Game Boy. The bad Castlevania, the first one. It's terrible.
Hey, Adam, what's up? What do you say? Are you ready to try out your customer service selling skills?
Yes, sir.
Well, before we do that, can you tell me what the word games stand for here at Funcoland?
Oh, I was just getting to that part.
Adam, it's really important you understand the game's process.
What does it stand for?
I'll be back in, let's say about an hour or so, and we'll practice, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Great. We'll see you then.
I bought many video games at Funcoland. In fact, I have a Funcoland circular from the year 2000 that I'm going to show you after this because I found it today, along with my DK64 guide. Who really died that day? And who came back? I don't know if RadUniverse.com owns this.
Decided to join us.
Oh.
Where am I?
Your new home. Like it?
What are you talking about?
You seemed anxious enough to play a video game earlier instead of studying your Funcoland sales manual. Now it's time to put yourself in the game. I'm the game master, and here we play by my rules.
It's like, is there going to be a dude suffocating in a sock in a wall?
There's only one way to escape this place.
What is it?
Know the letters. Complete the game.
What letters? What are you
Yeah, the
talking
audio
about?
mixing here is very experimental.
To win your freedom, you must collect the letters G-A-M-E-S. Games. To prove to me you know the Funcoland sales process. I'm sure you remember what the word game stands for, don't you?
Great assistance.
Greet.
Oh.
A is for advise. M, more information, and
Encourage Adam. E is for encourage Adam sales.
Oh my god.
You'll never get out of here.
S is for say goodbye, and thanks for coming in.
So you did take a look at the manual. Let's see how much good it does for you. Now go. Run.
Did everyone have to watch this? Oh, those doors are huge. If you worked at Funcoland, you actually had to go through this nightmare sequence. Like, you didn't just have to watch the tape. You actually had to, like, be in this nightmare world. They induce it by psychedelics. They made you lick a frog. Okay, so PlayStation. I'm gonna guess this is like 96?
Welcome to Funcoland.
97?
How are you today?
Doing pretty well.
Thanks for
I see
stopping
97
by.
on the wall.
What brings you in?
What brings me in? Well, a friend of mine told me about your store, and so we thought we'd come in and check it out.
Great. Let me tell you a little bit about Funcoland.
Okay.
We specialize in selling previously played video games. We also carry a limited selection of new ones. Here's a copy of our current price sheet. If you see a game you want, it'll tell you the price.
So that price sheet I found.
My name's Adam.
I
If you have any
fucking found
questions,
one
I'll be happy to
today.
answer them. Go ahead and take a look around.
Great. I think we will.
You were feeling pretty good back there, weren't you, Adam? Congratulations. You collected a G. Your greeting was good. But not good enough.
It's like the Kong letters in Donkey Kong Country.
Why not? A is for advise customers about who we are and what we do. I did that.
An effort worth perhaps a half an A. But you forgot to mention the Funcoland 90-day warranty. And that's a Funcoland fundamental. And you forgot to mention it.
You will be sentenced to death.
Yeah.
You didn't mention anything about system cleaning. You missed the opportune time to plant the seed for system maintenance.
Plant the
Just so
seed.
hard to remember everything.
Please, Adam, no whining. There's a powerful tool hidden deep in one of the dungeon caverns that will make your completion of the game that much easier.
What tool?
It's the Funcoland Culture Card, and it holds the meaning to the word games. And it's yours if you can find it.
Funcoland went out of
Good
business
luck,
because
Adam.
employees like
You've
this
got
didn't remember
35
all this
minutes
stuff.
to collect an A, an M, an E, and an S. If you can do it.
They didn't plant enough seeds, chat, and people didn't bring their systems in to get them cleaned. It's like a Germa thing. Like Germa does stuff like this. Like, you know, or like Nortz in the Forgetter video. Uh-huh.
I see you're looking at Cruising USA.
Yeah.
Do you
Doom
have an
64.
N64?
Yes, I do.
What kind of games do you like to play?
Oh, I like racing and sports games.
Cruising USA is a really hot new racing game. You might want to check out the racing game reviews in Game Informer. It's our monthly magazine. Here, take a look.
Thank you.
There are game reviews in every issue, and some pretty accurate ratings of the games, too. I'll be happy to put Cruising USA in a deck if you want to check it out.
Yeah, I would.
In a deck.
Oh, and Cruising USA is a two-player game. You and your son would have a blast playing it together. We carry some great controllers, so we got you
Funcoland
covered
dead.
if you need
Game
a second.
Informer dead.
You know what? I don't need to play it.
Gaming,
I'll take
dead.
the game and the controller, too.
These guys
Great.
dead.
I'll have you rung up and on your way.
All right.
Not too
Me.
bad, Adam.
Dead.
So far, you've collected a G, an A, and an M. And you've almost collected an E, but you're not there yet.
Come on! I encouraged additional items when I suggested the second controller.
Damn.
Doesn't that earn me an E?
But you didn't encourage your customer to become a Game Informer subscriber. Nor did you mention the need for system maintenance and how easy it is to use our game cleaning unit.
He fucked up again, chat.
Adam, E is for encourage.
He will be banished.
Items. You have just 15 minutes to find your way back. Otherwise, you know what they said? My house is your house.
It ends there, chat. That's it. It ends there. I don't know. I don't know what. My house is your house. All right, you're just trapped there forever, I guess. So, these aren't that long. There's a bunch of them, kind of, but they're not that long. This shouldn't be a terribly long segment, but I think that is there's some subconscious thing happening here. Like they're doing layers, chat. It's experimental, is what I'm trying to say, and I respect that. But I do want to show you the Funcoland circular that I found with all. Okay, so when I found my drawings this earlier last year and my Donkey Kong 64 guide, I also found this, and this is from July 2000. So what you would do is you would look at this and you would see the prices, and you know it's these like massive sheets with prices. So here's one. N64 prices, Banjo-Tooie, $44. Bomberman 64, $20. Castlevania 64, $17.99. Turok 2, $12.99. Turok Dino Hunter, $9.99. Where's Donkey Kong 64? Donkey Kong 64 is $34.99 in July of 2000 at Funcoland. So I have the rest of the prices, but this is kind of, you know, this is what I have here. And then there is also one more page, which is You've got the Pokemon Blue, Red, Yellow Pokemon trading card game. Tons of Pokemon stuff. Game Boy Pocket, previously played, $40. Original Game Boy, previously played, with a little crust and a little bit of slime and some boogers, but it functions. It's $30. You can get Tetris and Mario Land, and then just the Zelda. Just Zelda. But what I used to like about these circulars are, like, some of these games, like, I think that's, what is that, NFL 95? Is that 9 cents? Wait, no, that can't be right. Hang on. Let me actually take a look. This paper is very old and yellow and crusty, and it smells like old. It's a quarter of a century old, chat. And it's in really good shape, weirdly. Hang on, NHL. I want to see, where is that? Where am I looking? On the right there. So, I'm not chat. NHL All-Star Hockey 95 is 19 cents. NHL Hockey, 29 cents. Like, a lot of these sports games are like 50 cents, 30 cents. There's some games on the Super Nintendo that are like $3, $4. Revolution X is $4. Joe and Mac is $8. Let me take a look at Zelda. Donkey Kong. Oh my God. Oh, I thought it said Donkey Kong City. It's just short. It's Donkey Kong Country, but it's shortened to CTY. $17. Let's see. I'm curious about Link to the Past. I wonder if it's Zelda 3. They're just calling it $13. Not bad. So yeah, I wonder how much the circular's worth, because it's in like shockingly good shape. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was kind of an interesting and random addition to this segment. All right. So next is this one. Howard Johnson, Sega Game Gear Tips, Volume 1.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Howard Johnson. Here, let me take those.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Right this way. Did you know, sir, that Howard Johnson is the official hotel for Sega video game fun? And the kids
you can tell what year this was made.
All summer long.
Yeah, great. Come on. Game Gear playtime may be limited by individual hotels. Call hotel for details.
And you know, sir, that Howard Johnson is the family vacation hotel.
Why is the dude
and
from
kids
Alice in
go
Chains
all
working at this hotel?
With Sega, it's the perfect family hotel experience. Yeah. You're a video game fan. Well, that's great, sir. Because I know you're going to like it here at Howard Johnson, sir. And you know,
what is this editing?
The newest and hottest games to play. And, here we are, sir.
Here, let me get you a tip.
A tip?
This looks like a nightmare. Oh my God.
Check this out.
In Marvel Comics X-Men, Games Master
There's also
Legacy,
there's a video
the blue
error.
Pentagons against the walls are transporters. Use them or you'll never find your way out of the danger
Let me see if I can find a better version of this.
In Echo, the Tides of Time, use your sonar map to locate the 3 floating stars. Only these stars will open the wall for passage.
Whoa.
In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, use Pink Ranger's gymnastic skills to backflip kick the enemy back to their universe. Stand right beside the enemy and press buttons 1 and 2 simultaneously. It's a guaranteed offensive move that'll flatten the Putty Patrol.
I found the video that this is from, and yeah, the transfer is just
Good
garbage.
afternoon, sir. How may I help you? Say, aren't you the same? Welcome to Howard Johnson, sir, the official hotel for Sega video game fun, where you can get free fun packs or a Sega game tip video. Would you like to try a Game Gear while you're here, sir? Game what? A Game Gear, sir. The top-selling full-color portable game system from Sega. That's right. You get one free to use during your stay here at Howard Johnson, where kids go Hojo with Sega. Well, not just kids.
That's where
anybody.
Final Fantasy VII got their villain from.
Give it a try.
No, thanks. Just
Hojo.
please.
Yes, sir. Here's your key. But you really ought to take this game, yes, sir. I know you're gonna like it. You can play all these great games from Sega. Here, take a look.
In Sonic's Robotnik Winter Zone, jump on the first icon you see to get the new jetboard. It's the fastest way to jump over enemies, zip through walls, and collect rings. In World Series Baseball, change the speeds and locations of your pitches in order to strike out the batter.
Well, I did find a better version, but it's half as
In
long.
Disney's The Legend of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, Mickey is tricked
just
into
gonna
a
leave it.
perilous quest when the kingdom is threatened by an evil cloud of darkness. As the temporary king, Mickey must rescue the Tree of Life or all is lost. Sorcery, dragon combat, and cowardly King Pete keep Mickey up to his mouse ears
Who's
in
King
magical
Pete?
adventure.
I don't remember him from the
Venture with
Mickeys.
Mickey across the bridges of destiny to 5 magical lands.
Can I take your order, sir?
Wait, you're
I
the
just kind of
same.
feel bad
Aren't
for
you
this
the
guy
same
now.
Guy? The guy at the desk, you.
The same guy, sir? No, I'm not the same guy. At least I don't think I'm the same guy. The same as who, sir?
Apparently nobody knows who the long-haired dude is. The other guy's a Canadian actor who is well known, but the other guy is unknown completely.
Are the Sonic salad, a knuckle knockwurst, a Shining Force sandwich, and the grand finale, the Robotnik Reuben from
Robotnik, Sonic? What are you talking about? Can't I just get a bowl of soup?
No problem, sir. I recommend my favorite, the Game Gear Gumbo. Oh, and by the way, sir, did you know that Howard Johnson is the official hotel of Sega Video Game Fun? And
I know. Where you can get to play Game Gear for free. Whatever Game Gear is. Yeah. And I know, and free fun packs for the little kids, right?
you forgot the video, sir.
You will be forced to play Game Gear.
Video.
While cool kids go Hojo with
Oh my
Sega Game Gear Game Tips video for gamers that you could only find at Howard Johnson. Check this out.
In NFL 95, an offensive
it's
air
so
attack
bad.
is essential to win. When throwing to a receiver, throw the ball as that receiver makes his
And it's like
cuts.
every time the dude shows up, there's like strobe lights so that you're like, it's like torture at this point. Dude's like, all right, there are 4 lights. There's 4 lights.
In X-Men, Genosha is ravaged by war and is teaming with the Unforgiven. Jump on top of the open columns to find hidden power-ups or use Rogue's flying powers to avoid assassination. In Echo the Tides of Time, all new 3D travel scenes transport you to the next dimension, but you'll have to find the 4 transporters or you'll
Yes,
swim
3D.
forever in this land of interlude. In Fred Couples Golf, the first Sega Game Gear golf game in 3 years, and it's a hole-in-one. Sega Sports and the 1992 Masters champion Fred Couples combined to bring you all the elements of real golf in this hot new Game Gear golf game. You can tee up against Fred Couples, the 2-time PGA Tour Player of the
This
Year.
thing is hot.
You can play as Fred Couples and drive
Fred
the ball
Couples, baby.
300 yards.
At
Fred
Hojo,
also provides an
Hojos.
overview of each hole and offers his expert advice. The 4 courses.
And when
4
you're done
levels of
playing your Game
difficulty,
Gear,
spectacular graphics and realistic shot control make this a
you can throw the batteries in the nearby lake. That's right, the ducks love the
The
batteries.
Game Gear Game Tips video is the perfect answer to the "What'd you bring me, Daddy?" question for just a few bucks or free when you bring your kids on vacation this summer.
From Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend, a child accompanied by an adult staying at Howard Johnson has a choice of a free fun pack or Sega Game Gear game tip video. But without a kid, you grown-ups have to pay for it.
Who is that guy?
Beats me. I thought it was with you. Anyway, time to watch this.
In Mighty Morphin
Where was
Power
this even
Rangers,
distributed?
Power up with Blue Ranger's special weapon to defeat King Sphinx. When King Sphinx is in a poised position, he cannot be hurt. For the special attack, press D-pad down, then right or left, depending on which way you're facing.
Like, did they
and
just
button
play
1
this
or 2
on repeat at
simultaneously.
Howard Johnson?
In Sonic Triple Trouble, in the Tidal Planet Zone, you must play as Tails to use the Sea Fox underwater. Go underwater at your first chance and go all the way down. Jump on the purple plunger.
It's
that
weird
have an
because
air
they're
bubble
showing,
lift you up to a
okay, they're showing tips for these games. But and a lot of these games, Game Gear, I actually had one and I traded it in because I hated it. I really didn't have good games for it. I wasn't into the games on it. I was getting the worst version of every Sega game, and therefore I just thought Sega was terrible. So I'm sure there were games that were good, but I didn't know what they were. I had no idea. The ones that were given to me for Christmas or whatever. And then the batteries would just get eaten so quickly. And I didn't have the adapter, chat. I didn't know there was one. You needed 6 AA batteries. So yeah, the Game Gear experience wasn't that good, but this tape seems like it's for parents.
Sonic salads. Game clipper. Robotnik.
So why are they showing tips?
They're all nuts.
Yo, excuse me, sir. Like, are you on your way to the pool?
Yeah, I thought
Roger, chill. Like, all I wanted to know is if you're going to the pool.
You're just like the others. I mean,
Like, I'm the pool tenant dude, here for your convenience. Bummer. Would you like a towel?
No thanks. I already have a towel.
So, like, how about this way cool Game Gear?
I don't want to play your Game Gear. I just want to go for a little swim, okay? Just a little swim.
Like, what about your kids, Dad?
My kids? What do my kids have to do with it?
Like, if your kids were here, dude, you get to play Game Gear for free. Get free fun packs or
Oh my
get
God.
a cool game tip video with game tips that rule. Check it out.
I'm at the age of my life where I just sympathize with this dude and not the cool dude anymore. Like, I really hate that guy now. And I just like the old, like, cranky man. Like, he just wants to relax. Someone said, how did I not have the adapter? Did it not come with it? There's a very good chance it did, and that my parents added it to a pile of electronics, and I didn't know. Because I do not remember being able to play the Game Gear for more than a couple hours. I may have found it, I may have used it at some point, but I'm almost positive that thing was gone. It didn't, and they didn't have rechargeable batteries. Wait, it didn't come with it? It was sold separately, for fuck's sake. Well, I played, 7 hours of Sonic Spinball, and didn't really like that. And what was that? Was that... Oh god, it's gonna be him.
Good job with those pillows, miss.
Oh, yes, sir, I will.
Oh no!
Promise to sleep tight, or it's a free night.
Chat, what are they doing?
All satisfaction guaranteed. Anywhere in the USA, Canada, or Mexico.
If something's not quite right, just let us know. If it's within our control, we'll make it right, or that night is
Chat,
great.
are they
That's very nice.
are they going there? They're doing it?
Would that be all, sir?
Yeah. That is something else. He's dead now, I guess. I don't know.
In NFL 95, if
His
your offense
skull is
moving the
cracked.
ball, then go for 2. Otherwise, kick the extra point. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Megazord's power sword may not be enough
maybe the
to
actor
defeat
who
King
played
Sphinx.
the guy from Alice in Chains could have gone on to like a fucking crazy good career as a character actor, but instead decided to play in his grunge band and tour.
Yes, and a ham sandwich, please. How long will that be? Right away. Thank you.
Vinny, you missed tight anus.
If your offense transpose into Power Rangers, Megazord's power sword may not be enough to defeat King Sphinx.
Titanus.
Super transpose into Titanus to help knock King Sphinx off
Chat,
his
it's a
feet.
fucking Power Rangers thing. It's fine.
Yes, and a ham sandwich, please. How long will that be?
It's fine, chat.
Right away. Thank you.
This summer at Howard Johnson Hotels, we'll take it easy.
Oh, the waiter is gonna be the dude, right? Yeah.
Your kids won't. You'll value our great rates in 600 convenient locations.
Service.
Yeah.
Here's your order, sir.
Sorry. Here, let me take that tray. Hang on, I'll just get you a tip.
Tip? Did somebody say a Sega game tip?
Go to Howard Johnson and have a nervous breakdown, everybody, and then play shitty Game Gear games and throw your batteries in the river.
Sonic Triple Trouble, the final fight. In
What was
the
that
last
choreography?
round,
Hang on a second.
Sorry.
Did somebody say a Sega game tip?
Look. What is he doing?
In Sonic Triple Trouble, the final fight. In the last round, you must outrun and outwit Metal Sonic and Knack the Weasel. And then
What
hit
is
the
this game
warm-up
even?
Dr. Robotnik 10 times.
How many years
You can
was
hit
the
him on
Game
his
Gear
sides
like viable?
or on
Were they
top,
making games for this
but
thing for like what,
don't
3,
get
4 years?
underneath him or you're done for. Once you've hit him 10 times, it's time to move on to the final fight with the big doctor himself. Try to hit him twice every time he appears, and then get out
2
of
or
the middle
3,
of the screen
91
to
to
avoid
96.
his attacks. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers,
This
use
is the
Red
worst
Ranger's
video
special
ever, by the
fighting
way. It is
technique
so
and
hard to
power
look at this
sword
tape.
to defeat the evil Green Ranger.
Vinny,
Once he's
it got a
defeated,
character
the Green
wrong. I'm
Ranger
not-
will
I'm
then
not
join in
surprised.
your efforts to destroy Rita Repulsa.
Yes, could you please send somebody up to get my luggage? I'm ready to check out now. Yes, thank you.
Chat, he's had such a hard time at this trip. It's not even on. Oh wait, yeah, I think it might be. He's had such a hard time, he's like phasing and glitching. Like, this isn't part of the tape, he's just actually, like, fucked up.
Right this way, sir. Sir!
He just immediately gets into it. First time ever playing a game.
When you get home, sir. Fun pack, Sega Game Gear game tip videos. Oh, and you can only get this cool Sega stuff at Howard Johnson. They're sure gonna be glad you stayed here. Hey, maybe you can come back. Yeah, and bring your kids. Hey, they could stay free, you know. Kids go Hojo. Hojo, Hojo. What is that? With Sega, the official hotel for Sega video game fun.
You're gonna have to bring that back.
Hey, you forgot your tip.
Wait, what happened?
May happen at Howard
Wait,
Johnson.
what?
Go Hojo with Sega.
What?
Even an unsuspecting weary traveling father can get Sega-fied and become one of them.
He becomes a member of Pearl Jam?
One weary traveler looking for great family rates. A business club where you can earn free airline trips and vacation. And the official hotel of Sega Video Game Fun. Now, little did he suspect that I was all waiting for him right here at this Howard Johnson. Welcome
love
to
this.
the next level.
The way this guy says some words. 95. There you go. That's exactly of its time. Sorry that was such a hard tape to look at, but that was fucking hilarious. I want to go to Hojo's now, everybody.
And now, displays with Jake. Hi, I'm Jake. I've put together a little film to show you some of
Let
our
me know if we've
displays.
seen this one,
Follow
chat.
me. This is the Nintendo Power Previews display. Works a lot like a jukebox. You walk
know
up,
if we have.
You push a button, and it plays the game that you've selected. Sometimes you need to adjust the volume on this. To do that, you take your key number 2007.
You see the difference between this and Sega? You don't have strobe lights, a guy from Alice in Chains. You don't have a guy screaming at you in loud rock and roll.
Go underneath the keypad and open up the keypad.
We saw something similar,
and then
but
drop
not
down
this.
The front door. You'll find two different buttons here. One of them adjusts the attract mode volume, while the other one will adjust the volume of the game that you just selected.
Suddenly, you can draw.
You may also see another version of this that's 30 inches wide.
That's right.
Now, we've got a lot more to look at, so let's go take a look at those.
That's not the real Mario. Oh, that's a Mario for the fucking Who's That Brother segment.
For interactive display. You can play some really cool Super NES games on this thing. Sometimes you'll want to change those games out. To do that, take your key marked LL419 on your really cool Mario Paint keyring and open it up by unlocking the lock on the side, and that'll flip the cover up. Open the cover, turn off the power, push down on your eject button, and that'll pop up the
Chat,
game
I want
pack.
one of those key
Take
rings,
out the
actually.
Game pack cartridge.
How do you...
Take your new game pack cartridge.
Did anyone keep
put
one?
It into the slot, push down firmly.
That's got to be someone's
turn your
prized
power back
possession.
on, and then close and lock your cover.
And there's probably people that have these displays
too.
too.
Volume on this as well. To do that, we have to run around to the side here. The side panel will open up if you take the same key and open the lock on the back of the display. Open up that lock, open the side panel, and if you look right down here, you'll see a little blue block with little teeny tiny switches on it. Right above that is a little thing that looks like a screw head. Take the screwdriver you got in your kit and turn that little screw head one way or the other to adjust the volume.
Oh.
Me, I like the volume up really high. Hey, does this look familiar? This is just like
really
the
high.
Saw, only the countertop version. The inside workings are just like the other one, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. I do want to show you how to set the volume on this one, and that's around the other side. Come over here, and again, we look for that little blue block where the timer settings are made, and look for the little screw head driver adjustment right above that. Be sure to put in your screwdriver, and you know me, I like it up real loud.
Yeah, we get it.
Let's talk about some Game Boy displays.
See, now we know,
First,
chat. We can go to a store and we
counter-
can just grab our screwdriver and make
interactive
the
display.
volume
Here you've got
real
your cool
loud.
Game Boy with amplified stereo sound. Now on this display, you want to change out the game pack and/or adjust the volume. To do that,
Honestly,
let's go
though,
to the back of the display.
These fucking things were cool.
In the back,
Not this one, the
take
one on
your
the
key
right.
marked MM101. Unlock the back door, open it all the way up, and inside you'll see the top end of your Game Boy here. To change the cartridge, be sure to turn the volume on your Game Boy off, push up on the
They
game
don't
cartridge.
really have these
and
anymore,
lift
do
it
they?
out, and then
Like
take the game
in-store
cartridge you want to
gaming.
replace and put it in with the label facing down, press firmly into the Game Boy.
What did he say? The volume?
And put it in, and then take the game cartridge that you want to replace and put it in up on the game cartridge and lift it out, and then take the game. To change the cartridge, be sure to turn the volume on your Game Boy off.
Oh, that's what he said.
Like legs and, bugs with legs and stuff. And right up here, you've got a little
Bugs with
shaft
legs.
sticking out with a rubber grommet on it. That's your volume control. Take that and turn it up to make it louder, or down to make it quieter. And don't forget, always close
And make it
and lock
real
your
loud.
displays. Next, we'll talk about this unit here. Another great Game Boy interactive with a Game Boy mounted right in here. Superb stereo amplified sound. But in this one, we've added some really cool special electronics so that we can watch the game
That's
being played
actually
on a TV screen.
kind of amazing.
Now here we don't have to get into the back of the display. To change the game cartridge or adjust the volume, we simply open the front panel by using your MM101 key again. Turn the key.
I think this predates
the
Super
front
Game
panel
Boy.
flips down.
I don't know. I mean, there's
Inside,
no
at the top of your
SNES
Game Boy,
in
just
here.
like we did a minute ago. You can turn the power off and pull your game cartridge out to change it. To put a new one in, don't forget, label has to be down. Insert that into the back of the Game Boy, turn your power back on, and you're ready to play. Adjusting the volume is just as easy. Over here on the right-hand side, you'll see a little black handle sticking off of the electronic board. Simply turn that up or down to adjust your volume.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
The
don't
soothing
forget
sounds
to
of
close
Metroid
and
2.
lock your cover. Almost done. Only 3 more to go. Let's start out with some of our bigger displays. Here we've got a Super NES Interactive. and
Massive
you've seen the
display.
Super
Holy
NES
shit.
before. This one, you've changed the game pack out in before, so we'll skip all that. But on this one, the volume is a little bit tricky to find, so I want to show you where that's at. Take your key marked MM101, unlock and open the cover, and looking way up here on the left-hand side, there's a little tiny
Listen,
knob
someone
to
over at
adjust your
Nintendo
volume.
probably has one of
Use
these,
that
and they're going to
adjust
send
your
it to me
volume up and back down again.
if they want. Please.
Be sure to close your cover and lock
I don't want this, actually. Never mind. I
Another display
don't
that's
want
very
this at
similar
all.
to this, and another gargantuan in size type display is this one right here. On this one, we have both the NES and a Game Boy.
Wow.
On the
They were
NES
still doing
side,
NES advertisements
I
like
want to
this?
show you how to change the game pack and adjust the volume on this one. We haven't seen the NES before.
I would assume. What year is
Again,
this,
using your
chat?
key
Like
numbered
93?
MM101, unlock the cover, lift it out of your way, and inside you'll see the Nintendo Entertainment System control deck. To change the cartridge,
NES ran
press
out.
your power button,
Ran until 94.
lift the door, pop out the old cartridge, and take the new cartridge that you want to put in, label facing up, stuff it in there, and push it down. Pop down that door, push the power on, and you're ready to play.
There wasn't much of a push to upgrade quickly back then. I mean, look at now. The Switch 1 has been going on for like 8 years.
Before, and there's a little rubber grommet. Just take it and
whoa,
turn your
rubber
volume up or
grommet?
down. You've seen the silver shaft before, and there's a little rubber grommet. Just take it and turn your volume up or down.
This, porn? Silver shaft and the rubber grommet. What are you talking about, man?
And you're all set. Don't forget, close the door and lock it.
You think this guy ever thought that someone would be
Boy
watching this on the, well, forget about the internet, but be watching this? You know, people will be, like 10,000 people would be watching this and analyzing his every word and every mistake.
Again, this is all part of this one great display. And one more time, we put those really, really special electronics in here so you can see the game on the TV screen. The Game Boy down here is mounted into this cover. To change the game pack or adjust the volume, one more time, take that MM101 key. You got access to your Game Boy card. Okay, time to move on.
Okay, we'll just skip a little
Jake's
bit.
journey is almost over, but first I've got one more display to show you. Here we've got the 3-system interactive tower with the NES,
the tower,
Game Boy, and the Super NES in it. Let's take a look. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'll say.
With this thing, all 3 sides are set up pretty much the same.
Zelda.
They've got the unit housed inside of a drawer where you can get into and change the game packs out. Let's see how we do that.
Yoshi keeps
Underneath
giving me the
center of
bedroom eyes,
drawer,
chat.
You take your
In the back there.
MM101 key into the lock, you turn the lock, and then pull your drawer out as such. Lift your cover up, you can get inside, change the game pack out, turn the unit on and off. Be sure to close the cover up, and obviously we want to close and lock the drawer down here. That leaves just the volume
Belongs in a
control.
museum.
Real easy spot, not very visible. Over here on the left-hand side, just under the drawer, feel around, you'll find a little black tube down here. Take that tube and turn the volume up or down as you see fit. Now you know me, I like the volume up really high.
That's a great way to end that. Okay. Someone had to have cut that on purpose. That was weirdly interesting just to see the displays, because I do remember some of these. And there are still displays at some stores, but I haven't seen them in a while. I do remember at Target they had the displays. I'm just going to talk while this guy's on the screen. But, yeah, I mean, the first time I ever saw Mario 64 in action was at a Toys R Us on a display. So, kind of cool.
Before there was time, there was Photon. The crystal energy force which creates and sustains life in our universe. The warlord of R and his evil army, led by Mandar, are determined to
I don't know what
control
this is.
Photon and use it toward their own evil ends. The only thing that stands in their way is the Earthling Bodhi Lee, who, along with 5 other Photon champions, are known as the Photon Warriors.
What the hell is this? This was on that Club Mario show. Oh, right, okay. Is this why people beat up nerds?
The light shines.
No, these nerds would beat you up.
Light shines.
Pretty great music.
Wait a minute.
Mom, I'm no longer Christopher. I'm Bodhi Lee, Photon Warrior.
Bodhi Lee can give his mother a kiss goodbye. We'll all be there cheering for you, dear.
Thanks, Mom.
We'll see you in half an hour.
Okay, Mom, bye.
Be careful.
Don't worry, I will.
Welcome to the Photon Center Tournament Finals.
Chad, are we watching this whole thing? This is 20 minutes, this one.
We may see some records broken this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as our 11 finalists match their skill and wits against 4-time world champion Bodhi Lee.
Let's see.
And now, let the game begin.
I'm not sure I'm going to want to watch the whole thing. I thought this was going to be a shorter segment because the other ones are real short compared to this. So wait, it's just laser tag, but with like... Oh, it's Footloose. Oops. DMCA. Footloose. Cut loose. The deuce is on the loose. Stool is loose. Foot is loose. DMC loose. Okay, so they just do a big laser tag montage to Footloose, which will have to be cut from the YouTube video. Here we go.
He scores 97% on the eligibility scale. Not bad. What's his name, Mom?
This is the last
His
Starfighter.
Earth name is Christopher Jarvis Parsival, but in the Photon Center, everyone assumes warrior names. He calls himself Bodhi Lee.
Ridiculous name.
Bodhi Lee?
No, Christopher Jarvis.
Observe the agility with which he performs Calfarian maneuver number 3.
You got to admit it, Nathan. That kid is good.
He's merely
That
adequate. That's
puppet
all.
head man is great, and but he
typical
looks
male. He's
like
clumsy.
poop.
You and your female chauvinism. I think the kid's ready right now. What do you say?
I agree with you, Leon. I've decided Bodhi Lee is ready to join the Photon Warriors.
Good. We can sure use the help. Bring him up.
I will now activate the transformation beam.
Hey, what's going on here?
Don't be alarmed, Bodhi Lee. Just stand perfectly still. This won't hurt a bit.
I'm going to literally suck you into the game.
Where'd I get all this stuff?
Welcome aboard, Bodhi Lee.
Where's
The
my
gameplay
stuff?
is over. You are about to become a real Photon Warrior.
Welcome, Bodhi Lee.
Good to have you aboard.
Who are you? How'd I get
We're
here?
the Freak
Mom
Squad.
was on the
Welcome.
transformation beam.
I gotta be dreaming.
No, this isn't a dream, Bodhi Lee. Believe it or not, this is real.
What's going on?
You have nothing to fear, Bodhi Lee.
A sentient
You
turd
have been brought into
will
the
show
light.
you the way.
What light?
It is the light from which all goodness flows.
Oh, that light. This could be real amusing to a 3-year-old, but I'm not a kid.
This is no joke, Bodhi. Honest.
You are a fortunate young man, Bodhi. Very few
love that
Earthlings
dude.
are brought into the truth.
The truth?
Listen closely, Bodhi Lee. The survival of
Some
the
call him
entire
shithead.
universe may depend on you.
The entire universe? Me?
Now listen, kid, this is no laughing matter. Take it from me.
Oh,
What's
God.
this all about?
Pay attention, and I'll try and explain. These visual aids might make it a little clearer for you. Before the beginning of time itself, there was Photon,
Oh,
the
no.
source of all energy in the universe. Very little is understood about this great mass of energy. What little we do know about it is unexplainable. At some point, for reasons unknown, Photon exploded. This so-called Big Bang created our whole universe. The universe is
It's almost
filled
as good as the
with
Mario
critical
Brothers
energy,
movie
and the two are
from
always in
'93.
conflict.
Like the Goombas.
And one question most central to that conflict is, who will possess a photon? In the wrong hands, its powers can
we're
be
gonna-
used for unthinkable evil.
Macho
If good loses the
photons.
battle, it'll be the end of all life. The end of Earth. The end of the universe.
The end of the Pukemaniacs.
Explain to Bodhi Lee just who and what we are.
That's Mom. She was the first guardian of Photon. By herself, she was helpless. Because she's a computer. So she created the Photon game to train warriors. Us. Tivia is a master of martial arts and starblade weaponry.
Wow, you're good.
I know I am.
Tivia is from a planet of women. And this magnificent specimen is Lord Photon. He is a master wizard from the planet Siltar.
Oh, no.
The outward appearance of Uncle Pike there has fooled many an enemy. Not only is he a magician, but a grand master of impersonation and disguise.
Oh, is he?
I'll beat it before I mistake you for lunch.
And that young man there is Parsival. Like you, he's from the planet Earth. The child prodigy.
He's got a video game accessory, or like a portable fax machine on his arm.
And of course, Leon, the best fighter in all of space, if I do say so myself. Only the best Photon players can be guardians. You've been chosen. You must begin your training immediately.
Training? Training? Now wait a minute.
Attention, Photon warriors. I am receiving a distress signal. An Alliance scout ship has been downed on the planet Granita in the Catalan
What's this a promo for? I don't know actually. Why was this included in this?
Photon crystal. Its pilot reported sighting an Aryan battleship approaching in this quadrant. Then voice communications.
Oh, it's just a laser tag promo.
Looks like a little trial by fire for our new recruit.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I never agreed to join this circus.
Humanoids are worthless.
And their men are cowards.
I'm no coward. You may have a reason to fight. I don't.
Guardians, you will now prepare for transmission to ship. Parsival, you will stay behind and keep our friend without purpose company. Remember,
Photon was a show from the 80s. This is a laser tag tie-in. Wait, so this dude who gets like isekai'd up into the spaceship, or isekai'd or whatever, he's not actually a regular on the show? Why did you say it right, then say it wrong? I don't know.
Thrust left.
Now vertical and holding. Vector 7, Quadrant 13 has been programmed.
Let's just hope we get there in time.
We gotta get there in time.
I don't remember this at all.
Something has upset you, my lord. What is it?
I sense a new presence among the folk.
Yeah, every 80s villain had to sound like this.
Find out who or what it may be, and then... Well, need I tell you
new freaks just dropped.
You need not, sir. I will take Mandar and Dogar along with me, my lord.
Mandar and Dogar.
You will leave your bodies here with me and project on this mission.
It's a man and a dog.
The light shines. The light shines.
Probably a failed pilot that went straight to VHS. Well, again, I'm getting conflicting information that this was just a tie-in. Other people saying it's the first episode of the show.
There's Granita. Prepare to teleport.
This place is nothing but a
26 episodes of the show aired.
Look.
And they all had something to do with laser tag?
Scout ship the warlord told us about. The one carrying the photonium. I don't see any sign yet of the Photon Guardians. Wait. There they are.
There's the ship.
Stay down.
The impact of the crash had to have killed the pilot. We must rescue the plutonium.
Hurry! The life energy is fading.
It was a laser tag franchise that had a TV show tie-in with lore that affected the laser tag game.
Venusian bipeds.
What caused that?
Oh, he's wearing a hat.
I think we're in trouble, guys.
That's right. Tweety Bird.
Let's get him.
Two floppy arms on top of his other arms.
You stay.
I mean, I love the props and the costumes. They're very gloriously 80s cheesy.
Photon's my family now.
Parsival, check the monitor. I'm afraid we have a slight problem.
Oh, look, it's a trap.
Parsival, you must go to their aid at once.
You'd send a kid into a situation like that?
I'm a Photon warrior.
And he's the only one I have left. Unless... Bodhi?
Okay, I'm in. What have I got to lose?
Your life.
Special effects are really, really good.
There's Dogar.
Obviously a bad guy.
No,
Green screen and miniatures forever.
Wow, this thing's for real.
This isn't a game, Bodhi.
What's the matter with those two? Can't they see us hanging here in thin air? What is it? Why don't they do something?
Yeah, I know that move. I invented it.
You wait here. I'll draw their fire.
And
you aren't too good, you know it?
Wait. Is this Susudio?
How'd I do that?
How'd they get the rights to this stuff?
How's that?
Nice going, Bodhi, but you're gonna have to hold them off long enough for me to do some calcs on my computer.
What have you got in mind?
I've got to break that magnetic field.
You got it.
Be careful.
Maybe they didn't get the rights. There's somehow multiple big pop songs in each episode. Wow. This is the real song. That's Phil Collins singing right now. I mean, it's gonna get mega claimed. So you'll just have to play your own Susodio over this in your home console when on YouTube. It's Crusty, but I think YouTube's algorithm is going to make it so that I'm not allowed to listen to this. So
Nice work, my little friend.
Thanks, Parsival.
Look, behind you. It's Mandar, and he's got Bodhi.
Mandar. He's a pathetic specimen, isn't he? There's only one thing to do with this loser. Let's destroy him. So long.
It sure is fun watching
Eating
someone who
every
enjoys
scene.
their work as much as you do.
Do you like Phil Collins?
This little worm will never bother us again.
Guys.
You'll pay for that, girlie.
No time like the present, boy.
No, Tibia, let me handle him.
He's mine.
She looks like a Mortal Kombat.
How do you like it so far, boy?
Wow.
It's been fun, Mandar.
I'm glad Mandar is dead.
So much for Mandar. Now where's his needle-faced buddy?
Hey, you're good. Hey, there he is over there. He's getting away. Hurry.
He's headed for the magnetic field. Come on.
They should play Beat It here.
Hoist on his own petard. He's all yours, Bodhi.
What did he say?
What do I do with him?
He's a projecton. The warlords keep their real bodies. Aim for his power plate, Bodhi.
You haven't seen anything.
What I'll say about this is it's charmingly cheesy, but it also feels like a video game story from the 80s.
The light shines.
Which I guess is appropriate.
Crystal's power. It must be close. There it is. And now its energy must be released for good and for life.
Oh yeah, brother, for good and for life. Yeah, we're charging those geo crystals, yeah.
working, Leon. The entire planet is beginning to come alive.
Of course it's working. Photon is life.
How about that quality?
Look at all the beautiful flowers.
You can almost see a little hint of green in this matte painting. I could barely tell what I was looking at there.
Back to base.
Want to throw on that new Phil Collins?
I'm sorry, gang. I guess I'm just not cut out for this kind of stuff.
You'll learn, Bodie. You can be a great warrior.
That is
You'll have what it takes.
an amazing
Don't beg
puppet
him, Leon. He won't
costume.
commit until the Aryans have taken his planet.
Come on, Earth must be millions of miles from here.
Aryans?
Exactly. 4,300,200,000 miles and 2 feet. Oh, from your back door.
No one wants to admit it, but we could use your help, Bodie.
Okay, I'm in. But I gotta go back and tell my parents where I am.
No, we must never reveal the nature of our mission to anyone. Mere mortals could never handle the terror of the truth. Not that you handled it much better, Christopher Jarvis.
Oh, shit.
I just can't not return.
Oh, you will return, Bodie Lee, because in fact, you really never left. When a Photon warrior is on a mission, time is suspended on their home planet. Your family and your friends will have no idea that you were ever gone.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
From
convenient.
this day forth, Bodie Lee, you are one of us. A Photon warrior and guardian of the light. When you are needed here, your ring will signal you. You should then go immediately to the Photon Center.
Wait, does he age?
I will teleport you from there.
So wait, can he just like stay here in space for like 4 years and then come back in the instant he left, 4 years older? Man, it's the price of being a Photon warrior. Crazy. You miss out on all the cool 80s activities like the ice skating rink or the roller rink. What else happens in the 80s? The Coke with businessmen? Is that? I guess, no, not yet.
Hey, Chris, what's the matter with you? You were one shot away from breaking the record. I don't get you. Chris! Tough luck, son.
What happened, Chris? Are you all right?
Fine, Mom. Just fine. The light shines.
Well, what do you think of our new recruit?
I kind of like him.
You would. He's human.
He grins a lot. Have you noticed?
He doesn't say the light shines with
He
enough
blinks
gusto.
and has a face.
Well, it sounds as though we'll all get along just fine then.
The light shines.
That's the best one. Man, the shithead is the best one. That was insane and really, I don't know what it was promoting still. I mean, sure, laser tag, I guess, but do I recognize any of these names? No. Yeah, okay, well now you know it exists, chat, and you get this guy. You get that guy. That's the gift that this show has given me, is this. Right there, right there. I love this guy. He's my favorite. That is such a good face. Man, all right, let's take a look at what else we've got here. Let me see if I can get this audio.
How do you do? I'm Lou Rawls, and I've been waiting for you. Listen, I want to show you my new living room. It is so cool. You're going to really dig it. Come on, let's check it out. Welcome to the next living room. This what's happening, buddy. Check it out.
Here we go.
Hey, it's cool, it's hot, it's today, but it's unplugged. For fast video action, I plug into Sega.
Scream at me more, please.
You'll never
I'll buy your
find
console, Jesus.
another place like mine. And the reason why? Hey, 32A.
I still don't know what a 32X is. Like,
Gaming
honestly,
goes
it
to
was
the
so confusing.
extremes with Genesis 32X. It's exciting, excellent, extraordinary, and it's just what you'd expect from Sega. It transforms your Genesis into a 32-bit video game machine and puts the power of the most sophisticated arcade games in your living room. Genesis 32X
Better
exits
3D,
the competition
40
and
times
it exhibits its extensive power this fall. 32X plugs right into Sega Genesis, and so do these.
Well, now
new
I know
games
what
for
32X
America's
is.
favorite video game system.
You know, Looney
Do you
Tunes.
believe this cat is 40 years old? Doesn't look a day over, you know what I mean? Hey, anyhow, Warner Brothers Tasmanian Devil and his cartoon friends celebrate his 40th with real cartoon quality animation and electrifying sound. A hilarious action journey from Earth to Mars and back again. Also later this year, the Little Devil celebrates on Game Gear. Wireheads, gearheads, game heads. Hey, no matter where your head's at, you'll fall for Dynamite Eddie. Sega's newest megastar who, depending upon the situation, changes heads at your command as he zings through this new game in search of the Dark Demon on Genesis and Game Gear 2.
Don't know if it became a
Just
franchise,
when you thought Echo
but,
could
you know,
swim in peace,
I heard it was
Evil
good.
Vortex is back. Swim with Echo the Dolphin through 25 levels of aquatic adventure.
Dolphin
Breathtaking
gaming.
3D travel scenes and spectacular suspended water tubes for an undersea adventure you'll never forget. And Echo, the Tides of Time. You can play Echo on Genesis.
Wait, was this a
Sega
sequel or is this
CD,
like a
and
remake?
Game Gear. Hey, hold on a minute. Did I forget Sonic, my main man?
Sequel.
No way. My spiky blue buddy will meet up with a new dreadlocked red character, Knuckles. Watch for them in October.
Red character.
Now
That's
grab
funny.
your game controller and get ready for some of the hottest sports action on TV. It's a lot of fun, yeah, buddy. Oh, get down. The networks? ESPN? Not. It's Sega Sports, featuring the most realistic and advanced sports
There's a
games
lot of
today.
people that are in
Intense
these
action
ads
games
that
tear
don't
it
feel
up,
like they actually even play
NFL
video games.
95, college football's national championship, and slam and ice action on NHL All-Star Hockey 95.
We at Sega Sports are pretty happy about the response
Oh,
to our
great,
new
sports.
sports packs. One comes with a Genesis, NFL 94, 2 controllers, and a seat cushion. Or get one with a Game Gear, a deluxe carry-all bag, and World Series Baseball. Or pick one with a Sega CD. And
You don't think a
Montana's
70-year-old
NFL
jazz
football.
man plays the
All
Sega
3
Genesis?
sports packs are specially
Well,
priced,
these days,
but
people
they're only making
might.
a limited number, so you better get yours before things get ugly.
If Sega Sports is for
New
big kids
Dave
like
emote
me,
just dropped.
Sega Club is for
Dave
little
Cap
gamers,
who?
kids under 12. And just like Sega Sports, Sega Club players are winners every time.
Yeah.
Sega Club kids will love creating and interacting with their own animated worlds in a breakthrough creative product, Creative Annex for Sega Genesis. There's Disney's Bonkers, starring the popular Madcap TV cartoon hero Bonkers D. Bobcat, coming to both Genesis and Game Gear. Also available on Genesis and Game Gear have a spelunking and haunting good
Berenstain,
time
chat.
with the Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure.
Wait, is it
Parents read
pronounced
Richard Scary in books.
Berenstein?
Kids age Scary in picture. Berenstain Bears Camping Good Time with the Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure. Haunting Good Time with the Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure. Parents read Richard Scary in books.
He's from the other dimension,
Kids age
yeah.
3 to 6 experience Richard Scary on Genesis. And Richard Scary's
I don't know why
Town.
this guy's name was Richard
There's
Scary,
more fun
though.
and adventure for kids
Like,
age
it was
4
like
to 7
kids
in
stuff, but his
Crystal's
name was
Ponytail.
Scary.
And Sega Club kids age 5 to 9 will enjoy undersea interactive fun and adventure in Echo Jr.
Should have just
to be
called
a
him by
kid
his real name, Dick Scary.
Hey, you know a guy can't spend his whole life in his living room? But that's why we have Sega Game Gear.
Oh, no. Not
this
again.
Fall, Game Gear goes supersonic with 2 happening hits from the hip Hedgehog. First, Sonic Spinball comes to Game Gear.
Oh,
no. It's pinball with an attitude. As Sonic battles the evil Dr. Robotnik and his, are you ready for this? Volcano Vegomatic. 6 zones, 5 subzones, an amazing 3D stage, and all-new jet board.
The border on the video is just
villains,
glitch.
including Knuckles and Knack the Weasel. Add up to Triple Trouble, the newest Sonic adventure for Game Gear. And watch for these other great hits on Game Gear. Hey, if you thought CD players were just for listening to my greatest hits, you haven't experienced Sega CD. The sights and sounds are amazing. Feel the heat in Fahrenheit.
And what's the difference between this and 32X?
Everyday heroes, the firefighters.
Wait, what about the Saturn, which was coming out in like a year?
Intensify the action in Midnight Raiders. From Sega Sports for Sega CD, there's eerily realistic NFL football, exciting World Championship soccer, and hair-raising racing excitement in Formula One World Championship Beyond the Limits. Hey, did I mention you can play Lou Rawls CDs on your CDX? Yay.
On your CDX? Or wait. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Sega.
Want to see more?
The red one. New red character just dropped, chat. Okay, one more, I think. We got one more. Let's see. Nintendo. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one.
Right then, thrill seekers, here we go. We've got some amazing insider information for you game wizards.
Oh dear.
Not off. We've got reviews of the latest games and what the experts think of those games. We've got a visitor hotline.
What does the experts think of Mario Paint?
Means. The Mario story. Where, why, and how did a little Italian with a moustache become a worldwide superstar? We've got tips and tricks on the latest software, and we get to the bottom of how the game's writers invent a Super Nintendo game. And we look at some of the excellent gear that you can get for your Super Nintendo. But first, let's get the show on the road.
Fast. Let's find a bed.
Buongiorno, prego,
Mario, the most famous plumber of all time, actually started life as a carpenter who had lost his
Wait, do we
girlfriend to a
watch this
gorilla
at some point,
in the
chat?
1980 game Donkey Kong. He was such a success that Japanese video game programmer Shigeru Miyamoto
I don't think so. Maybe I watched a little bit of
decided to make
this.
him the hero of a new 2-player game called Mario Brothers. Mario joined with his younger brother Luigi, and the rest is history. The follow-up game, Super
How did
Mario
he say
Brothers,
Miyamoto?
sold over 40. 1980 game Donkey Kong. Mario started life as a carpenter who had lost his girlfriend to a gorilla in the 1980 game Donkey Kong. He was such a success that Japanese video game programmer Shigeru Miyamoto decided to make him
that's
the
how
hero
I
of
used
a
to
new
say it as
2-player
a
game
kid.
called Mario Brothers. Mario joined with his younger brother Luigi, and the rest is history. The follow-up game, Super Mario Brothers, sold over 43 million carts worldwide. And Mario overtook long-established characters like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck in popularity.
I thought he said Dong.
His star has been rising
Donald
ever
Duck.
since. As he's gained his new powers, explored even stranger worlds, and conquered even more grotesque enemies.
Wait, how do you overtake
Mario
Mickey
even
Mouse?
took to
It's
the
a different
skies in
medium.
Super Mario Bros. 3, and swam like a fish in his first 16-bit adventure, Super Mario World. Ever versatile, Mario has also proved himself a wizard behind the wheel in the amazing Super Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Not satisfied with his gaming adventures, our intrepid Brooklyn plumber has become a film star of his very own in Super Mario Bros. The movie.
No!
To mark the new stardom, Nintendo have released the Mario game to end
They're
the
not
war,
even showing any
Mario
clips from the
All-Stars.
movie. They're so embarrassed
So
of
now
it.
you can relive every slip into danger, every hidden escape, and every moment of glory in Mario's long history.
Bro,
Marvoski, Marioski. He's a bit like me, you know. Obscurity 1 minute, in your living rooms the next. My name's Craig Charles, brought to you live by Nintendo.
Whoa.
But the question I'd like to ask is, what about all those new, exciting games waiting to be played?
The
Who's
Legend of
Craig
Zelda:
Charles?
A Link to the Past. Venture
He's
back to
60 years
Hyrule
old now.
And an age of magic and heroes. The predecessors of Link and Zelda
Red Dwarf,
face monsters on the march.
Coronation Street,
when a menacing magician
Robot
takes over
Wars,
the kingdom. Only you can prevent his evil plot from
Takeshi's
shattering the
Castle.
land of Hyrule. In your quest, you will venture into twisting mazes, dungeons, palaces, and shadowy forests. Test your mettle with mighty swords and magical weapons.
He's got a
or heft
lot of
boulder
credits,
and hurl it
chat.
at your enemies. If the going gets tough, dive into a river. You can swim to escape.
Why the reverb?
Learn powerful spells, locate magic artifacts, and solve the mysteries of the evil magician and the hidden realm
Graphics
of Hyrule.
97%.
Its
I like how
secrets
they're
await you.
reviewing the game on a Nintendo promotional VHS
Super
tape.
Mario Kart. This is a split-screen, 1 or 2 player go-kart racing game in which you and either the computer or another player take the part of the Mario Brothers characters in a one-off race or as part of a championship. Those of you familiar with all of the Mario games will notice
Mario
that the tracks
game.
are made up of different scenes from previous games.
Let me guess, this game's
such as
also going to get
castles
over a
and ice
90
levels.
in every category.
You can also
Not
have
in
great fun
sound.
with the battle mode,
Huh.
in which 2 players play a form of bumper cars in order to burst one of the 3 balloons attached to the cart. This is one of the best racing games ever and definitely not to be missed.
I mean, for its time, I actually would agree.
Start
That's
with,
the only racing game
this is
I've
the
ever
first
liked
game to
at
use
that
the
point.
Super FX chip. You are the pilot, Fox McCloud, commander of a squadron called the
Graphics
Arwing.
100 it's
Your
going to
mission
get.
is to destroy the evil Venom Empire before their ambitious
Value is going to be like
expansion plans
89
can be put into
or
practice.
90.
As you can see, the graphics are amazing, and the FX
Wow,
chip
all of it,
allows
wow.
high-speed action as never seen before. You'll
They're
need
doing like
all
a
of your game-playing skills to lead your team and save
Phaser
your
effect
planet.
on his voice.
Battletoads in Battlemania. This is a very amusing beat-em-up with lots of humorous references to other arcade games. Zit, Rash and Pimple, the Battletoads, have been invited to Tibet to watch a demonstration of a new computer game. When one of the images jumps out of the screen and kidnaps the princess, you'll have to play it to find out what happens next.
This is a Rareware game, right? Princess. By the way, Craig Charles is currently doing
Well,
a
I think
UFO
it's about
show.
time I beamed down to meet the
Or, well, that was his last thing as a presenter. Craig Charles UFO Conspiracies.
I hate it when that happens. This is Hotliner's headquarters, but what does that mean? Hi. Hi. All right. You're known as a hotliner. What does that mean?
Hotliner is someone who has played and completed all NES, Game Boy and Super Nintendo games, as well as helping the consumer with information on games already out and forthcoming releases.
What's this game you're playing now?
At the moment I'm playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
He's playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo and getting paid for it. It's like he's died and gone to heaven. So what do the kids want to know about this game then?
The main question is how to do the special moves with the bosses.
Show us a move then.
So the one I'll show you is the torpedo roll using Bison. What you have to do is hold back for 2 seconds.
Bison.
Forward punch.
Marvellous. The hotliners on average take 1,400 calls a day.
There's something about this. I'm going to pause for just a second. There is something really fun about this era where people were hired to present video game related things, having zero to like minimal interest in video games and like almost no knowledge of them. Now people, like almost everyone has grown up with gaming, or, you know, you see people, tons of actors are like, oh, I painted Xbox controllers when I was a kid. But now, you know, now it's common. Then, I mean, a job's a job.
That's 10,000 calls a week. That's over 500,000 calls a year. That's a whole lot of yak, yak, yak. Yeah, you got some cobwebs on you. How long have you been here?
3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
3 years? What's your favourite game at the moment then?
My favourite game at the moment must be Starwing.
Starwing, good game, good game. Come here. Have you been on Games Master and Games World and all that?
I've done my bid.
So you're a bit of a megastar then?
Well, you know.
Tell me, let me on the gen. What would I have to do to be a hotliner?
I'll take you on a wing.
Under your wing.
Years of training.
Training.
And then one day... Synchronicity. The hotline. You'll be able to be a hotliner.
Hotline, constantly
caring, loving.
Giving, constantly.
You... So, do you think I could be a hotliner?
Maybe. I could take you under my wing. It's hard work, though. You know, we've got a team of experts working round the clock, training us. And you've got to care, because we constantly care. And you've got to have coordination and synchronicity. You've got to be well-mannered, good with people. Communicative. It's essential.
Okay, I haven't got the big-time edge. I haven't got the total coordination and communication skills you need to make it as a hotliner. I can live with that. Time to review some games.
Is this actually the set of Red Dwarf by chance, chat?
Guide Aladdin and Abu through their quest to defeat the evil Jaffa. This is a Capcom and Disney game that features excellent cinematic graphics, superb sound, and amazing background. There is a password facility and bonus screens.
Wait.
This game will keep you interested forever.
Wait a minute. Why did this blue man say Jaffer?
Time to review.
That features excellent cinematic graphics. Guide Aladdin and Abu through their quest to defeat the evil Jaffa.
Oh.
It will keep you interested forever. Sure to be a hit.
Oh man, Jaffa cakes. Yeah, orangey Jaffa cakes, of course.
Mario Paint, a new art package for the Super Nintendo. Comes with a mouse, so you can use it to draw, paint, and animate your own images. Compose music to go along with
pointless
it.
special
and when
effects.
you're finished, you can save it and put it onto video to play it again at a later date. The only limitation with this game is your imagination.
Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing. It's the best simulator available for the Super Nintendo at this time. You get a chance to race all 16 courses.
Why is he so
around the
somber?
world. The weather is constantly changing from sunny to cloudy to wet. You get a chance to change your tyres, your aerofoils and your engines in your car. The speed and graphics on this game are amazing. Basically play the game and you'll see what I believe.
It's amazing.
A new cult hero hits your screens in the form of Plock. How do you describe Plock? Well, basically, he throws his arms and legs.
These were the original gamers,
Plock is a
chat.
massive cartoon platform game with incredible music and stunning graphics.
Music is
Not only
incredible.
will this game go #1 in the game chart, but #1 in the music chart as well.
The Lost Vikings, Olaf,
Another
Eric,
rare
and
game.
Balog have got to find their way back to their
Whoa.
village. This may sound easy,
Why
but
you look
it's
like
not.
that?
They've actually been walked through time and space. They've got to get through 37 different levels and 60 different worlds.
Doing at him.
They've got to combine the
Oh,
three
Blizzard.
skills of
Sorry,
all the
not
Vikings
Rare.
to get through
Blizzard.
this
I always get
intensely
that confused
puzzling
for some
and
reason.
frustrating game.
This is Bubsy's first adventure on the Super Nintendo, called Claws Encounters of the Third Kind. On this Bobcat's travels, he has to avoid many pitfalls as well as collecting all the yarn balls that he may encounter.
The Yobbles?
The 16 meg cart has great music and graphics, as well as some of the best speech I've ever seen on the Super Nintendo. He has become a cult hero in America and looks like doing the same in the UK.
These games are pretty
What do you mean, best
fantastic,
speech?
But what always amazes me, and I'll share this with you, is how they fit all the music, visuals, excitement, and all-round top-quality entertainment into one tiny cartridge.
Gotta say, this guy
how
is
did we get all of that into this?
very
I think an
good
interesting
at
thing
what
to
he
do,
does.
first of all, is
He's
to go
very,
back a
very
couple
good
of
at
years When we
this.
first thought, shall we do a racing game? We knew racing games were very popular, and we thought we had the expertise and the programming skills to
Graphics.
do a very good racing game. So we said, yeah, let's do a racing game. The next question we asked ourselves, is there a personality? Is there an endorsement we can add to the game which is going to make it even more exciting? We knew Nigel Mansell was doing well in the World Championship at that time. He wasn't World Champion at that time, but we thought he might be. And we started speaking to him. Would he be interested in helping us with our game? He was very interested. He likes computer games. He takes a Game Boy with him wherever he goes.
Oh.
And soon we had Nigel on board as well. So we were there. We knew we were doing
Nigel
Mansell
Mansell,
racing game.
World
What we're going to do now is James is going to take us around the building and show us how from that point did we develop the game.
Okay, now we've decided to go ahead and
Whoa.
produce the Mansell game. We've actually done all the design work. The next stage is to start the programming. We have the computer in which the code's being written. The
Okay.
code that we write ends up in that box over there.
Oh.
That box is our version of the Super Nintendo. It's
What?
similar to the one you would have at home, except that what it allows us to do is continually change the program that's running. So this is what's in the cartridge.
Are they
That code
blurring the
there
code?
on that screen translates into this on your Super Nintendo. This is actually the
Why does it look
original
like
road
the goon programmer
Super Nintendo.
doesn't even
This
know what
is
he's talking about?
on
Look,
your
look
Super
at
Nintendo.
he's
This is this on your Super Nintendo. This is actually
he's like hired
the
off the street.
original road that's used in the Nigel Mansell game.
Or he's just
the game
burnt
is nowhere
out
near
from like
complete, but we have the
18
actual
hours of
basic road.
programming.
When we were developing the Nigel Mansell game, the road was the most important thing. You've got a smooth and fast road system, particularly with something like a Grand Prix game. To get this far took us, you know, probably about 6 or 7 months of programming. The next stage was producing the car graphics, the roadside objects, backdrop.
6 or 7 months just on the road
for the game, and that's what we're going to show you next. Everything that you see in the game will at some point have to be drawn. We actually have to draw the car with every wheel position to add realism to the actual game itself. As well as drawing Nigel's car, we have to draw the cars that you're going to be competing against.
I've never heard of this game, but I don't focus on racing
so
games and
in
stuff.
the game, we can actually give the impression of a car moving away from you, or you moving up behind another car. How many frames did it take to do that?
We originally used 8 frames, but I doubled them up to 16 to make it a lot smoother.
It works really well. The game isn't just about racing around the tracks, though. Another important part of the game is the actual selection and setting up of the car between each of the individual tracks in the
on their
game.
wall?
In this section, you can select your tyres, change the airfoil settings, etc. Below, we also see some graphics for the sponsors, which we're adding to the car graphics.
That's not Captain Picard, is it?
Whilst the rest of the team are working on the programming and finishing off the graphics for our game,
Do it for
here in
him.
the studio,
Do it for Patrick
Pat's
Stewart.
working on the music and sound effects. Could we have a listen to some of the music, please, Pat?
Certainly. Once I've composed the music, it's built up
We're
tracks
only making cars for Nigel.
Okay, could we listen to a sound effect now, please, Pat? In an effort to create as much realism as possible, we asked Renault to record the engine sound from the actual F1 car itself. And this is the sound effect that we use within the game. So we've got the program, the graphics, the music and sound effects.
How big was this cartridge? Jesus.
What we do is arrange for the programmer to send the finished game down to this machine, and using this machine,
music is
we
so
actually load
serious.
the program up into these 2 chips. These chips now contain the whole game. The games are put into a cartridge, into a prototype cartridge, and then these are given to the testers to test. Here in Gremlin's test department, we have a team of people whose job it is to play the games. Our testers have to play the games for hours and hours, testing for bugs or for things that shouldn't even be there. When the game is as action-packed and as exciting as possible, only then is it ready to be put into a finished cartridge. And that's how we get all of that excitement into one tiny cartridge.
I still don't get it. I don't know how the code translates to graphic and game.
Come here. This is between me and you, right? What I want to know is, how can you cheat at some of the games? Don't breathe a word.
Super Mario All-Stars. On the Lost Levels, World 1, Level 1, if you want to get some extra lives, this is what you have to do. Go to the first set of blocks and bash the second block to uncover the hidden mushroom. Bounce it with your head over the end block, leaving the Koopa inside. Grab the mushroom, being very careful not to scroll the screen past the row of blocks. Now break the first block and the third block and leave the Koopa patrolling on the fourth. Jump through the gap you've made and remove the 3 blocks from above your head. Now carefully make a small jump onto the Koopa. Mario should bounce on and off, eventually clocking up 1-ups.
Boy,
Leave
this
it
would
to
have
carry
really
on
helped.
until the time runs out and you'll have 128 lives. Also on the Lost Levels, World 3 Level 4, the way to get to the end is to stay along the bottom until you've heard a high-pitched beep. Then stay along the bottom again until you hear another beep.
It's not really cheats, are they?
And stay there until you hear 2 more beeps. If whilst going along the top, you find a jump that's very hard to make, jump down to the floor and you'll find 4 hidden blocks. You can now use these to get back up to the top route and make it all the way to the end. On Mario 2, World 1, Level 3, go to near the end of the level and get the last potion bottle before the door. Carry it past the door and throw it down near the pot. Then enter subspace and go down the pipe whilst you're in subspace, and this will now warp you to World 4.
I mean, also not a cheat, just a classic, warp trick. I mean, Wow. Why was
Mario
Birdo so
3.
sexy there, though?
On Mario 3, World 1,
That's
Level
not
3,
like my opinion. I'm just saying, look at the art of Birdo. I guess Birdo's always kind of like that. Never mind.
Mario 3. On Mario 3, World 1, Level 3,
Mario
you'll
3.
find near the end of the level a white rectangular block in the air. Jump onto this
Hold
and kick
down.
the turtle off. Now
Kick
kneel
the
down
turtle.
on the block until you
The
fall
turtle.
through and land behind the
Stomping
scenery.
some turts.
Now run to the right as if you were going to complete the level, but instead of finishing the level, it will take you to a secret mushroom house, and inside this mushroom house is a warp whistle.
I actually discovered this, like, for real, on my own,
Plock.
by accident.
When you get to level 3 of Plock, go to nearly the end of the level and look out for the arrow pointing downwards.
I mean,
Jump down
I was with
and
my
shoot the
cousin.
plum in the tree
Maybe
3
my cousin
times.
figured it out. I don't
This
know,
will
but
take you to
we
a bonus
figured out you could
stage.
go down
You now
through
have
some
to beat
blocks.
the timer in this bonus stage.
It was amazing.
To get warped to the end of the island. To get the best out of your games, you should try your hand with the Scoremaster.
Never club cousin.
Designed for use on the desktop, the arcade-style Scoremaster.
Someone said, I feel a lot of us did. All right, sure, take away my only achievement.
These are oversized for ease of use and have an auto-fire switch for each button. The Scoremaster also features a slow-motion operation with 2 speeds.
Oh, that's the
So
slow
whether
motion.
it's quick or slow, the Scoremaster will put an extra kick into your game.
Is it just pausing and unpausing?
There is also a great accessory known as the Nintendo Scope. This is an amazing piece of gear which is an infrared firing machine, laser accurate to 1 television pixel. There are some great games specially designed for this ballistic bazooka, like Battle Clash and
really.
Yoshi Safari. Why not get one for your shoulder and start blasting?
They're fine. Yeah, they were
Tell
fine.
you thrill seekers, but it's time for me to go. Have fun on your Super Nintendo. And this might sound strange, but I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby. Meow, pew, 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 pew. Hey, not so heavy on the interaction.
You know, it's funny. I was gonna like joke around about him being a grown-ass man doing stuff like that, and then I remember what I do for a living. Nintendo. So yeah, that one was actually pretty good and less annoying than the other ones, and we got some genuine information. Like, I feel like there's actual like learning. You know what, chat? I'm glad I ended up doing this instead of the grab bag, because I want to spend more time with the grab bag games, because there's some good ones. But there's other stuff that's not tape. It was on the internet. And I'm going to show you just one, because I have a bunch of these for maybe another time if they're any good. It's the Nintendo Week.
I just made sure to itemize my deductions throughout the year.
That's really disciplined of you.
How about this?
No. You know, I'm really happy I finally started my own IRA. What do you think of this?
No.
Okay.
IRA, that's very fiscally responsible of you.
Thanks.
Ooh,
What is she wearing?
No, for me, this
I don't know.
Oh.
Suspenders? What is
Ready?
that?
Mm-hmm. Hey, kids!
What time is it?
It's Nintendo Week time! I can't hear you! It's Nintendo Week time!
I have no memory of this, but this was, yes, the Wii era. So I guess by now it's fairly old media, but also very of its time.
Howdy, I'm Allison!
And I'm your buddy
Wait, what
Gary.
year is
And
this?
we're going to have a happy show today!
That's right. We'll take a look at Mega Man 10.
Wow!
2010.
And we'll save the world with Legends of Exidia for the DSiWare service.
Calm down. And we'll interview Rosalie Kofsky from 2K Games, creator of MLB 2K10. Whoa! And the
Oh.
crowd goes wild!
Don't patronize me. We'll also find out a real neat tip for new Super Mario Bros. Wii!
But first, we have to find out our secret mission of the day!
It's okay, chat. There's only a couple more minutes of this.
Thanks, Alistair!
It's only 6 minutes left from here, or so.
Mission
So.
is to pick up a super secret surprise at the post office. Let's go!
So wait, did they just upload this on YouTube? They did. Oh, the Nintendo channel on the Wii. Oh my god.
Kids, look, it's Dr. Von Grooven, the neighborhood professor of science. Hi, Dr. Von Grooven. Hi, Rupert.
Bark, bark.
How are you two doing today?
Oh, guten Tag, Gary, Alison. Rupert and I are very happy, so that's why we are going for a walk.
You must complete the tutorial
Because Mega Man 10 is out today for WiiWare service. Yeah.
I did enjoy Mega Man 10 quite a bit.
The one with the
Well, 9 I
cool
think I enjoyed more,
graphics
actually.
and
10 I
music?
never completed.
Yeah, very good.
Mega Man 10 is the latest in Capcom's
It's too
series
fucking
of
hard,
Mega Man
man.
games. The character first appeared on the NES in 1987, and he starred in over 100 games since then. Created by Dr. Light, Mega Man and his robot dog best friend Rush fight the forces of the evil Dr. Wily. He's one of those mad scientists who want to take over the world.
Shame on that Dr. Wily. Oh.
In Mega Man 10, a robot flu has broken out and spread worldwide. Robots are going crazy, and Mega
Was there,
Man
like,
has to stop
double
whoever's
music?
responsible for the chaos. In this side-scrolling action-adventure game, he'll use his blaster arm and power-ups to battle enemies like Sheepman, Shillman, and Pumpman, who lives in the sewer.
Pump.
Ew, sewer. Oh.
Were you streaming at this
And
point?
for beginners,
I was.
Mega Man 10 introduces the brand
streaming
new
in 2010.
Easy mode, which makes it
easy.
I believe I was streaming Mega Man 10.
Don't spray it.
Easy mode makes it simple for novices to get into the game.
Oh, Allison, we have to get going.
Yes, you're right. We have a super secret
This was
special
February
surprise waiting
2010,
for us.
so then no, not yet.
Post office.
My YouTube channel
Scientists love
had
the
begun.
post office. You're going to have a great time.
Bark, bark.
But we have to go, right, Rupert?
Bark, bark.
Okay. See you later. Oops. Okay, no, be careful.
Bark, bark.
No, he'll be fine. He's made of metal. Okay, bye-bye.
Bark, bark. FYI, this episode's being done in the style of a kid's show. They aren't normally this obnoxious. Oh, okay.
Gee, I'm tired from all this walking. Let's have snack time. Snack time! Snack time! Everybody loves snack time! Snack time! Snack time! It's good for you and me!
Yeah, that explains it.
Well, enjoy your snack. I'm off to see my accountant.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Allison.
That's
Hey,
fun.
it's Sasha, the neighborhood game watcher. Do you want to play?
Oh, no. I'm cool just watching. What you playing?
I'm playing the RPG Legends of Excidia for the DSiWare service. You play as Louis, a war battling the Morgoth, an army of demons who have invaded the land of Excidia.
Oh, watch
Remember
out for that
Nintendo
Rob
points?
guy. Get him before he gets you.
Yeah, that's the plan. Are you sure that you don't want to play?
Oh, no. Super sweet just watching.
Okay. In Legends of Excidia, you have to help Princess Sophia get back the magical
Whoa,
orb
oh, I
of
thought that was her
Seth,
finger.
Defeat the super evil Duraka.
Oh, watch out for that creepy tree.
Yeah.
They're both eating the same carrot?
Legends of Excidia combines the best
Wait,
of
what's
two
going on here?
worlds. It has
What's
rich
going on?
storytelling
Are
of
they
a classic
roommates?
RPG, but it's packed with action. Using the A button, you can swing your sword in heated battles. Press the B button to perform magic spells. The action never lets up.
Oh, the graphics sure are pretty.
Aren't they?
Oh, you died!
Yeah, but that's okay, because in Legends of Excidia, you get to start right where you left off. Sasha, the Game Watcher, do you want to play Legends of Excidia?
Well, usually I just want to watch, but I really do want to play this game myself.
Yeah, well, enjoy it. I'm gonna head to the post office.
Post office, please.
Oh! This doesn't look like Accountantville.
Oh, man.
It's not. It's Game Developer Town.
Look, kids, it's Rosalie Kofsky, our neighborhood game developer. Can you say neighborhood game developer?
I mean,
Good
it is.
job.
I get, you know,
Hey, Rosalie,
I get what they're
can we talk
parodying.
about
It's kind of
MLB
funny.
2K10?
Sure, I'd love to.
But I don't want to watch this anymore, chat. It's
Rosalie,
almost over, I
what
promise.
in MLB 2K10 makes players feel like they're really
Every major league team's
league.
Yeah. job.
Okay, good enough. Anyway, you know what's funny, chat? So we watched stuff from 30 years ago. We watched stuff. Oh God, what is going on here? Oh, a space episode. They're doing like a whole thing, chat. They're doing a thing. They're covering Galaxy 2 there, yeah. It's interesting, yeah, because it's like 30 years ago, 15 years ago, and now here we are. It's like 15-year increments. You can see how the culture has changed just through Nintendo promotional videos. It's crazy. Also, what's weird is, like, I started my YouTube channel February of 2010 and started streaming like May of 2010. And the media from 15 years ago is now kind of weirdly vintage. It's a strange feeling. It is a very strange feeling. Well, I say vintage, but you know what I mean. Not really vintage. More like just old and weird to look back and how different things are now, chat. When, you know, looking at some of these in particular, I'm like, you know, that was culture. We were blue. Chat, we were blue at this point in time. We really were. We were blue. All right, chat. I think I'm done. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe we'll watch more of these one day in like a future promo thing if the occasion ever arises. But of all of this, I would say the one I liked the most was that weird show with the puppets. Was definitely memorable. I probably will remember that for a while. Photon, whatever. And also the fucking Howard Johnson one. Just like the psychological damage they did to that guy. Just insane. Absolutely insane. So thank you, whoever submitted these. I forgot who you were, because again, this is a pack from like probably last year almost, or well, it is last year, but like 4 or 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. Regardless, I'm always down for weird, obscure video game media. So let me know if you got it. All right, I think that'll do. We'll do the grab bag thing another time. I've got some good ones. I've been holding on to some interesting games for the future, and we will definitely, you know, we'll get to. I just have like such a weird, like a backlog of weird games and strange games, so they will be on stream at some point. Real quick, chat. I'm going to be live this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to be live a little later than usual because I have a very busy, long day. So I might end up starting the stream around 10, you know, like 10:30. In which case, it'll just be one game. I'll probably just do Donkey Kong 64. I haven't forgotten about that Mario one, the Mario Multiverse thing, because that was really good, and I would like to do that at some point. The Majora run is also just about done. There's been 2 parts of it. I just have a couple quick things left to do, and then we can go to the moon and, you know, win. And also just random other stuff, too. Maybe more of the Vinesauce Balatro mod because it's been updated. And, you know, UFO 50, stuff like that. But just one more announcement. I'm not going to be live from Thursday to Sunday. So there's 99% not going to be a Sunday stream next week because I'll be at MagFest. Redvox is playing on Friday, 1:50 p.m. Eastern, and you know, we'll be live. And then if I'm not feeling like healthy, I'll probably end up coming back earlier. But I'll do some random Sunday type stuff during the week. Usually. That's what I do, like afterwards. And then I have a bunch of other games I want to take a look at for streaming. But I'm just going to just do that. Also working through Dragon Quest still. And I do have my DK64 guide. I will take pictures of it and I will have it on stream. I have it literally right here. It's just 3 pages of printed why did I write this kind of stuff. So yeah. All right. That's it. Chat, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night a little later, but I will be around. So, goodbye. I bet you're thinking, oh, there's going to be a meme or something. Will there be?
Centimeters per year, with Ibiak Pingo growing at a rate of 2 cm, 0.79 in, a year, and the largest take decades or even centuries to form. The process that creates pingos is believed to be closely